are from
Banyumasan Dialect Group.
So let us introduce ourselves first. Myself, my name is Salwa Nadia Saskara. My name is Rilin Husniana.
My name is Intan Yasina Aurora.
My name is Salwa Saniani Patulatia.
My name is Viro Emilia Putri. My name is Putri Maharani.
My name is Anindya Saris Molidina.
My name is Amanda Dwi Oktavia.
So here's our video for the phonology final project.
Yeah!
So, welcome to our group. Today, we will explain the fascinating differences and similarities between the Banyumasan dialect from Java, Indonesia and English. And we will focus on both segmental and suprasegmental features. Okay, before we dive in, I will explain the comparison and contrast of Banyumasan dialects and English. So for the syllable structure, Banyumasan syllables are typically open, meaning that they end in a vowel sound. English syllables, on the other hand, can be either open or closed. And for the suprasegmental features, for the stress is more important in Banyumasan than in English. Stressed syllables are typically pronounced louder and longer than unstressed syllables. For the intonation is also more important in Banyumasan than in English. Intonation can be used to convey a variety of meanings, such as questions, requests, and exclamations. So for the segmental features, we have the same vowels. Banyumasan has a wider range of vowel sounds than English, including several nasal sounds. For example, the Banyumasan word kulit or kasava is pronounced with a nasal vowel, while the English word coil is not. And consonants, Banyumasan has a smaller set of consonant sounds than English. Okay, so let's move on to the example, comparison, and contrast of Banyumasan dialect and English.
First, let's talk about segmental features, which include vowel, diphthong, and consonant.
So first, segmental feature that I want to explain is follows. Banyumasan dialect, example like katon and penjot. Vowels are generally shorter and have less variation in length. Compared to English, like cat or cat. Vowels can be long or short. Long is like cat and short like cat. And the second is diphthongs. In Banyumasan, diphthongs are less common, more often simple vowels. Example word in Banyumasan is koe. Pronunciation is koe. In English, diphthongs are more prevalent. Example words in English is boiled. Pronunciation is boiled. Third one is consonant. In Banyumasan dialect, use a variety of nasal sounds. Like example words are nyong, it means I, and jagong, it means sit. In English, include voice and voiceless consonant. Example words are mat and sit.
Isn't it interesting how the same sound and can be used differently across language? Now, let's move on to suprasegmental features, which include stress, pitch, length, and intonation.
Now is suprasegmental feature. First, we have stress. In Banyumasan dialect, stress is typically on the penultimate syllable. The sample word is katon. The pronunciation is katon. Compared in English, stress pressure can vary. The example word is record, or the pronunciation is record. The second is pitch. In Banyumasan, pitch is a more level pitch with a fewer fluctuations. The example phrases in Banyumasan is kepriben. The pronunciation is kepriben. And compared to English, pitch is more varied pitch patterns.
Example phrase is how are you? Pronunciation is how are you?
Like in Banyumasan dialect is vowel and consonant length are more consistent. Example word like kencot or hungry. Pronunciation kencot. Compare with English, vowel length can change meaning. Example word like sheep and sheep. Pronunciation is sheep and sheep. The next one is intonation. In Banyumasan dialect, less variant in intonation. Example sentence, nyong arep madang. Pronunciation, nyong arep madang. Compare in English, intonation can indicate question, statement, and example sentence are you eating? Pronunciation, are you eating?
The melody of language can tell us so much about meaning and emotion. Now, let's see how this feature play out in a real conversation.
Mak, wis masak belum? Yang kencot ki.
Lah kan minggu ini ana bulet godok ning wajan.
Lah masa zaman siki malah ada bulet godok.
Lah aja salah wong kota wis saiki malah bulet godok.
Ya wis, untuk ganti wong kota dikit ya, Mak.
Aduh.
Notice the natural use of stress, pitch, and intonation in this dialogue. The nasal sounds are particularly prominent in words like nyang and jacob. Let's compare some specific words in both languages to highlight pronunciation difference.
Let's compare some specific words in both languages to highlight pronunciation differences. In Banyumasan, we say katon compared to English word cotton. In Banyumasan, we say kencot compared to catch. In Banyumasan, we say koe compared to you. In Banyumasan, we say nyong compared to I. In Banyumasan, we say kepriben compared to how. In Banyumasan, we say godok compared to boil. In Banyumasan, we say ngagul compared to carry. In Banyumasan, we say madang compared to eat. In Banyumasan, we say jagong compared to sit. In Banyumasan, we say bolet compared to cassava. In Banyumasan, we say iku compared to that. In Banyumasan, we say manjing compared to enter or enter. In Banyumasan, we say disit compared to first. So, for the summary of the pronunciation differences between Banyumasan dialect and English, the first one is nasalization in Banyumasan. Banyumasan use a nasalized voice, which is like nyong and ngagul, which sounds more nasal. Okay, next is clear consonant sounds in English. English emphasizes clear consonant sounds. For example, cotton, catch, where each consonant is pronounced distinctly. The third one is stress and intonation differences. Banyumasan stresses the penultimate syllable, affecting speech, rhythm, while English has varied stress patterns that change how words are emphasized and understood. Okay. For prefixes and suffixes in English. English stresses and prefixes and suffixes like in cassava, where the stress is on the first syllable, cas, and the suffix va. This difference in pronunciation highlight how language convey meaning uniquely and reflect cultural expression.
This is how the pronunciation in Banyumasan often involves nasal sound and stress on different syllables compared to English. It is amazing to see how the same sound can be modeled into different patterns and meaning.
In conclusion, both the Banyumasan dialect and English exhibit unique segmental features like vowels, diphthong, and consonant that shape their distinct sound. Banyumasan tends toward ordered vowels and nasalization, while English features clear vowels, length, and consonant sound in words like cotton and cat. The stress pattern differ. with Banyumasan often emphasizing the penultimate syllable, while English stress varies, as in record, pronounced differently as a noun and verb. Pitch in Banyumasan is more level compared to the varied pitch in English, affecting expression like prevent and how are you. Length and intonation input language add depth and meaning to communication, highlighting the cultural and linguistic diversity. Understanding these differences enriches our appreciation for language diversity and enhance our ability to communicate across cultures. Thank you for joining us on the linguistic journey through the intriguing feature of Banyumasan dialect and English. Stay tuned for more insight into language and culture in the future episode.
So, we have seen several examples of differences and similarities between the Banyumasan dialects and English. Interesting, isn't it? And yeah, that's all from our group. Thank you and matur nuwun.